AJ pass in front, taken away by JNaps, and he'll collect his own boost. He's got Chicago on the wing. JNaps coming upfield, got first killer, beat 2 touches. No, he doesn't get there.
Oh, that's
but
it.
the rebound is Chicago's, and G2 take the overtime.
And it's just when you think FaZe Clan are going to be the ones to break through the defense. Nope, it's going to be G2 off that beautiful.
To respect that clear potential, but they couldn't come up with a goal, so they got to find a way to get their shot. Really not accuracy, it's with the power. And sometimes a little bit of physicality will get you what you need. AJ gets the first for FaZe.
Oh, and they have activated the beast. Look at this man go. He missed that other opportunity, but he's making use of this one.
People regularly call First Pillar one of the best, if not the best player in North America. You see why people are so high on this guy. He pushes this one down for a save. AJ gets caught out, and Atomic ties the game.
And we got the follow-up here from Atomic. It was a very awkward situation for the defense of FaZe Clan. 2 players in net. First killer, we were just talking about him on offense and how detrimental he can be.
Chicago gonna roll that ball back to the corner, but FaZe get the boomer downfield. Sipical got the catch, got the dribble, got the flick, got the goal. Sipical takes it in.
And it's beautiful timing here from Sipical because there's a couple of different options he can go for. He can either try to flick this one on early. He knows that another defender's coming. First killer's going for those demps. The physicality from this player, whenever he gets in a 1v1 situation, they can't stop that right now.
Chicago, light shot, JNaps. Nice redirect in front of the box, tying it up again.
And I got to see where, I believe it was Chicago landed here. No, he passed. It was JNaps landing forward, and then
he just misses the touch. Atomic trying to harass that back line. First killer trying to recorrect. He does get the backflip, but it's G2's push here. Nice pass from Chicago again. A nasty setup, and Atomic delivers the pain.
And it's all about the speed of this setup. Chicago, it's a routine midfield pass. AJ had it read. He was positioning himself. Now sets up AJ with a pass in the midfield for first killer, and they're connecting a nice string of passes here, Jorby, but nothing quite in front of the net yet. And as I say that, here comes AJ with the best look he's gotten all game.
That was good touch here from first killer. You saw in the net, Atomic, he comes up on the back wall and ends up getting destroyed on it. Chicago diving in front to stop that transition again. FaZe still move downfield. JNaps wins 1 touch, but nobody's ready for G2. They just caught them out.
Oh, that's
FaZe take Aquadome.
G2's positioning a little bit greedy here. Everybody pushing up. Chicago looking for a potential bump, and AJ doesn't want any.
Played in both of those OTs. And I mean, you expect no less out of these 2 squads. FaZe, they weren't without their criticisms over the course of the season, but they're really trying to make the push happen, and they get the first goal here in Game 3.
They're starting out on fire again. This is how they did in the previous matchup.
Chicago, pass cut off by first killer, but he's going to get back to the ball. Now G2 have to wait for FaZe to push downfield. Atomic
another early
boost,
shot.
and he gets punished for it. Atomic leaves the play, and he gave FaZe a free goal.
It's almost like nobody expects this. You see AJ and Sipical up in the air, and you're expecting maybe an air dribble.
Can't do anything with the ball there. FaZe get another clear.
Weird positioning so far. I mean, even the OT goal last game felt awkward. Like there shouldn't have been an early shot, and then another one. It's just early shot after early shot. The defensive's fumbling the bag here on both sides.
Oh, and you see first killer, he gets up the wall. Opportunities for G2. FaZe are willing to give him the pass, but G2 just have not been able to collect.
Yeah, and that was another situation that needs to get punished. And finally, you get the answer you've been waiting for if you're a G2 fan. Maybe the 3rd or 4th pass in the midfield. Previously, it went unanswered, but Chicago, he's there.
G2 was able to commit on the ball. FaZe trying to regain control of midfield, but now it's G2 pushing down. Get the shot, just a little high. 2 touches in, and Atomic delivers the strike and gives G2 the Game 3 victory.
And it was a handoff. What a touch from Chicago. Talk about creativity.
For FaZe, again, since adding Sipical to the roster, they have not been in a regional grand final. So this is also a big opportunity for them, and that's a nice pass from first killer to Sip.
And I'm loving the way that this game has been unfolding for us. It's been a heavy reliance on midfield passing. And JNaps, he had the...
Other stuff here from Chicago. JNaps with a speedy follow-up. Actually gets around first killer. Chicago setting up Atomic. Shot on the left side. Nicely placed, 1-1.
And you'll see G2, they're keeping this ball grounded, looking for another 50-50 was JNaps, but instead he's just faking out first killer. And G2 saves. You remember what happened on the goal line. somehow managing to keep this ball out. They do it again here, but for how long? 1 minute and 10 seconds left, and First Killer strikes.
And that's his first goal of the entire series. Yeah, that's right. First Killer hasn't scored yet. Turtle.
Talking about First Killer. You know, he might not be scoring a lot of these goals, but the play is certainly set up to the point where he deserves most of the credit. And Chicago, with the pass to Atomic, they tie it up.
Atomic has been the goal scorer for G2, though. Chicago gets this one set up, and everybody from FaZe still trying to recover. Only 3 of those games went to overtime. All 4 of these games have gone to overtime. This is nuts. This is all going to go in. Atomic again. This man does not know how to stop scoring. He puts another one in, another OT banger set up by JNAPS, and G2 take a series lead. Everyone. You know, we've never had any best of 7 go all overtimes. Oh, okay. Chicago just steals the ball away. Oh, big thief energy right there. Yeah. 1-0.
And this is a playbook that was stolen out of FaZe Clan here with it.
First Killer cutting back around on the ground. JNAPS back over to Atomic. He's cut them off. They got FaZe awkward here. JNAPS is not as good. Puts it right in Typical's face. 2-0.
And you can see the calculations right now occurring for JNAPS. He's thinking, okay, how am I going to get this ball into the top left corner? What's the best possible
awkward spot? He backs up. And Atomic, Chicago just stays on the ground again, fooling FaZe. Here's on the 1v1. Flicks it over him. Oh my goodness, Chicago on fire.
The 1v1 prowess from this man and First Killer. He expected a mind game. Look at the positioning of Chicago. He went all the way to the left. Coming with a 3-goal lead, 52 seconds left. FaZe Clan on the brink of getting knocked down in the lower bracket. Unless Typical maybe can go for a fake. All right, 46 seconds, Joby. Do you believe?
You know, it's all about the tactical caster curse, Turtle.
That's right.
You know,
no, I'm down. I'm totally down to curse this. I want to go all the way. I want every OT.
His own back wall. Trying to set up Hoxer here, who waits for Arsenal's touch. He's going to get by 1, slip it by 2, slip it by 3. Hoxer does it himself, and Shock is given a gimme.
And Shock gets a little shake and bake as Hoxer comes through that goal line. And oh my goodness, 1, 2, 3, see ya later.
Hoxer joins this team, and he's just giving them that extra edge when they push down the field. Reynolds getting this touch off the ceiling, might have the shot, gets underneath it. That's a great shot from Reynolds.
I love how he keeps this flip in his back pocket. He comes down off the ceiling, never uses it, and waits and waits and waits until he sees Lion Blaze pushes a little to hit those. The mechanics from him just seem to be so fresh, so revitalizing. And here comes Shock, and Arsenal can't get up in time. He's caught boostless on the back end, and just like that, Ghost Gaming go up by 1.
Oh, yeah, pushed up really far alongside Daniel, who had committed for that play. And as soon as Hoxer comes up with the save, not a lot of time left. Last chance for Space Station. Daniel takes it underneath. Leaves it for Arsenal.
Oh, my goodness. Arsenal and Daniel linking up in the winning moments of game number 1. And Daniel, you think he's going for the shot, but he takes Shock out.
Bouncer, awkward for Hoxer. Shock tries to get up, and that's the most awkward defense I've ever seen a team try to play.
You don't know what you're doing, neither do they. And where's the back half? Daniel catches him sleeping, and it feels like Space Station steal game number 1.
What even happens here? It got the demo. Hoxer gets bumped big time, and
already starting the game off on the right foot. Arsenal and Daniel picking up where they left off game number 1. You see Daniel gets the pass, and great communication from Arsenal.
On the ball with Daniel. It's barely a pre-jump. Hardly one, but it's still fast enough to might as well feel like one. And Arsenal just sinks 2 right there. 1 off pass from Daniel and 1 off the kickoff.
Yeah, disaster off of the kickoff from Ghost Gaming. All 3 commit, and easy goal there.
Ghost trying to get set up on offense, but Daniel underneath. This looked really solid. You were talking earlier about wanting to see Daniel a little more out of Daniel in this regional, Subi. And, well, he's got 2 solid passes for you on Aquadome.
He is getting the assist, that's for sure. 3rd of the series, and it's a common going downfield poaching. Looking for boosts, looking for Ghost Gaming players. It doesn't matter. He just wants to live in that blue half, and Daniel finding that upper 90. A nice spot for that ball to live in.
He's all over the place. He's just waiting. He says, thanks, Arsenal. This one's easy. He only had, what, like about 15 in the 10. You think, okay, Ghosts, they had the lead. They gave it up, but you certainly think they're going to get more of that out of them. And we haven't seen that yet, but Lion Blaze puts in a nice one.
Yeah, first of the series. Couldn't have come at a more opportune time here. Down 3 goals, but start from square one, and Daniel not going to allow that shot to materialize as Shock gets a much-needed challenge there. Lionblaze slows things down, up over 1, and a goal for Ghost Gaming, and things are starting to get interesting.
Good recognition from Lionblaze on this play. See, Shocks wins that. Knows Arsenal has to pull back, and so instead of just trying to kick that ball in, that was the chance to get within 1, and they squander it.
Oh, I hate when that happens, and I hate when that happens too. You get punished for your mistakes. Arsenal marches downfield, puts his 4th goal in, only in game number 2.
Ghost, they have to...
Has an answer for everything.
Ghost looking for their answer now. Lionblaze chips one up, and he got the rebound. Perfect read there from Lionblaze off the bar.
8 seconds out of the timeout, and you get a goal from arguably your star player, Lionblaze.
Challenge from Shock. Hawks are going to push this ball out again. Shock taking advanced position, wins the touch. Hawkster has the read, and that's another goal for Ghost. 2 unanswered in the last 2 games.
Great capitalization here off of the transition as well. Shock beats out Reddles, and all Hawkster has to do is put it on target. And that, I don't know what looks were given, but completely brand new Ghost Gaming team. As that dunk comes through, Reddle's going to finish it off. Great 50 challenge there from Daniel.
And a demo from Arsenal onto Hawkster as well to open things up. Daniel just going for that read, knowing Shock was going to hit it back into it.
Space Station Gaming not done just yet. Daniel going to put a shot on target, saved by Lionblaze as this ball slows up. Reddle's there, puts it under the crossbar and in, and Space Station up late yet again in this series.
Too much pressure for Ghost to handle. Lionblaze kicks this ball up. Everybody's rotating back in the net. Always seem ready. Always got the next shot. Always got the next chance.
That pass?
And that pass over to Reddles. Back and forth to Arsenal. And they just won't stop, Soupy. The machine keeps rolling.
And it's simple. All you need to know how to do is count to 3. There's 1, there's 2, and there is 3. Arsenal capping that play.
Well done from Reddles on that initial touch to Daniel. And Daniel serves back a nice one as well. How about a goal off the bar? Okay. Reddles says, sorry, Daniel, those are my points. 2-0 Space Station.
It's all right. He's the rookie. You know, it's just what you got to do. You got to just deal with that. Reddles is going to
still gets that value. Still solid as that 3rd man. Reddles getting harassed on the back line. Reddles got deleted, and Lionblaze picks up the goal, splits the lead.
Great recognition on that back half from Hawkster. Okay, Reddles the last one there. See you later, Lionblaze. Hey, how do you like free play? Yeah, you like the 0 chances to really just breathe. Look at that. Bye. See you later. You wanted the ball, not going to happen. Reddles gets the demo, ball up off the crossbar. Daniel waits, puts it down, and somehow finds the angle to tuck it under the crossbar? What?
It just doesn't really matter. He hits this hard. Shock gets the first touch, and Daniel just goes for it. He has to beat Shock to the play. We've seen him clean it up as 3rd man and then set up a lot of these hard touches, even with no boost. He just puts it and makes it awkward for Ghost to handle. Ghost actually get in here within 1. Hawkster finding a gap in the Space Station rotation.
It's getting interesting. Reddles kind of caught as the last man back. Can't get the touch on that ball.
AJ will move in on the challenge. Also out of boost, a little bit low, and a few tanks on the pitch right now.
Yeah, good chance for Space Station to push it. Daniel finding Reddles in the bottom corner is smashed through. I was looking at Daniel here to see how he was going to approach this, because that roll around is awkward. He catches it wonderfully, draws first killer in, and then threads the needle. Ooh.
AJ with the block. Reddles now up with space, bounces it off the ground. Daniel looks for Sipical, but Sipical manages to dodge Daniel and get the stop. Arsenal trying to dribble it in. AJ builds a wall. Daniel comes in after the cleanup. That Space Station back on top.
Wonderful play from Arsenal to take that low. Look at AJ in just anticipation, waiting for that shot to come in. He's positioned at the rear. Shots go on target, both coming from AJ. Instead, as he takes the skies, he finds nobody. And look at Space Station, 2 players positioned in time. But Typical, the man that we've barely mentioned thus far, is able to get the first goal for FaZe.
You see both Space Station players kind of baited to the corner on the touch, expecting AJ to slam that ball. Coasts over the top of the play. Now Daniel looking for just the smallest touch. And a towel ball from Arsenal. Okay, brilliant. Cool. Space Station find all 3 pieces here. Look at this small play from Daniel that sets this up.
It's so frustrating. Just that little bit, and then Reddles straight to the goal. Sees a man in.
Now back down in front of first killer. Reddles will block. Here's Typical up for the shot. Passes across. AJ shoots. Oh, and scores top corner. Wonderful stuff. Tie game.
just smashing both woodworks, the crossbar, the post, and it's the pass from Typical that allows him to do so. Going across the net.
Doesn't find a double tap. Arsenal now full take-up boost, getting challenged by AJ. He'll win the challenge. Follow-up from Daniel. Oh! I think it's faked out by the goalie. Arsenal into an empty net, though, will not miss. And that's Space Station back on top.
Arsenal had 26 boosts there, and you can just see his heart rate elevate now. He's like, oh my God, I can't miss this. I literally can't miss this.
There. And just hope that he can manage to squeeze a clear out of that very dangerous 1v1. But here on the other side, they've got an opening. First killer immediately bounces back and ties it up.
Oh, first killer. In the midfield, look at that. Actually gets the reset, lands, immediately jumps, and then gets such a powerful...
Daniel in net. He'll bump Daniel away. Arsenal going to be alone up against AJ. Sends it to first killer. They try to redirect it around the goalie, but no. Arsenal and the post working together, and now a breakaway down the rest of the field. Oh my goodness, Space Station continued at the lead.
Oh, that fake nearly worked perfectly, but that ricochet from the ball leads Arsenal to just be able to tap it in from the top of them. A lot of teams, especially at the top level, and it can really frustrate them. But it's not like FaZe are shying away from that whatsoever. We saw how well they did previously. Look at that link-up, though, immediately. No physicality needed as Arsenal secures the tummy touch with his Mac. He gets that flip reset, and Rettles wiping mortars down range as they possibly can. With Arsenal on this left wall, Rettles is central. We've seen this story before. We know how it ends. And Arsenal completes the storybook.
And by threatening the double tap here, it doesn't even matter if Rettles makes it. The defenders have to dive for it, and it leaves the goal open for Arsenal. 2-0 now. Have to sort that out. You cannot be making those sorts of mistakes. Here it comes. Oh, an open goal for Typical. He won't miss this time. They bait some players onto the back wall with a double commit, actually, and FaZe manages to get into the goal.
I like this, the double commit, and literally nobody touches it. Typical is there for that third touch.
AJ commit again on top of each other. Typical, though, going to try and connect with first killer into an open net, and it goes in for the tie game. Space Station giving FaZe so many free balls right now.
Yeah, there's a really good chance that we are fundamentally stupid, Wavepunk, because we said the double commit.
The pass works just as well with one player up there instead of two. But either way, FaZe will take it.
Oh,
and then they win the challenge, and they've got the lead.
Speaking of those passes, this is what we see from first killer, where he just nips in for that boost. Rettles has to guard the shot.
Getting absolutely dismantled. And giving FaZe so many opportunities. Here's Arsenal, though, up against AJ. Looks for the flip reset, takes it underneath, and pitches it off the post. Bounces back into Arsenal into the goal. What a play.
Now that's what I call calculated. Arsenal with the flip reset takes it down, and then how FaZe started to position themselves at the end, where they kept one man at the back, waiting for those long shots first for the chance to fake out. And he does it. That is disgusting.
They just let Arsenal destroy himself, break both their axles, but peace, see ya. First killer. Typical, not able to get through Daniel. FaZe struggling to get this across the midfield line. Rettles now looking for first killer to put it in. He paved the way. Arsenal will score goal number 1 of game 4.
AJ has to stare down Arsenal at the death and see what he is able to do with it. Ends up flipping just to the left, thinking it might
for demolition.
I believe that was an Arsenal touch towards the center, and it was just far too slow. There was no chance his teammate was going to get there for it. The Rettles up for the second. He doesn't go for any flip. He just double neutrals, sends it into the net. And what a pass down. The 1-2 between each other. He just has to get...
I think maybe this constitutes a pre-jump or just the most lightning fast read. Can he get back in time? So close. No, the opening from Space Station punished by FaZe. Tie game.
That pinch from first killer rockets and completely throws Arsenal off any of his
alone
games.
In the sky. Flip reset, chases it down, but Arsenal picking it up on the given space. Now Rettles, demolition onto AJ. Typical alone in net. Rettles in with a double tap, doesn't find it. Daniel muscles it through. They've got the lead with only 38 seconds left to win.
Rettles, with that brilliance above the goal line, manages to get that tiniest touch over onto
But let's see if Daniel and the crew can make it happen.
Oh, we've seen it time and time again. A team making that lower bracket run has all the momentum, and Rettles scores 8 seconds in. It's an opening flourish out of SSG.
Immediately on top of the ball. Good read on the clear from Arsenal.
Forces J-Naps into the air, and Rettles has a lot of time to play this. A little less time now with Atomic bearing down on him. Chicago shot as Daniel got caught on the ramp. Ties the game.
Yeah, Daniel was already low on boost here, and then you can see trying to play that side wall, turns in just as awkward.
Had to get it out to the side first. Daniel will cut on this, but Chicago's got it. Now with 40 seconds left, bank off the ceiling, sent away by Atomic. Reynolds is waiting and he scores.
Oh, that's Slot Gang Slater right there. You give him a look and he's putting it in the top left corner. A tough clear for Atomic, but not the best one for G2.
Coming attackers, and then they follow it up by handing the ball right back over. Arsenal has to improvise after the initial miss. Chicago got it to JNaps, and we're tied back up again.
Oh, it just doesn't stop. G2 come back so quickly. You think that nothing happened. Look at this read from JNaps. Daniel in a tough spot, and just like
as he gave it away to Daniel, looking for Arsenal, and Chicago got back again. They're all just packed in like sardines in front of the G2 net. Reynolds, Daniel for the win, baby. 4 seconds to go. Daniel strikes.
This is beautiful. 50 out, Reynolds sharing the ball. The quick pass, the quick shot from Daniel.
Chicago doesn't quite get there. Atomic to lob it up for him. Chicago does have full boost. Down to JNaps to tie it. Incredible.
I can't believe it. Even though I knew they could do it, they still pull it off. Look at this touch from Chicago. Sets the net up open, and of course, you give JNaps a
way
free
at the back, and he's got all the boost in the world. Atomic with Chicago waiting. Atomic over 2. Chicago didn't get the shot. JNaps will follow, and G2 comes all the way back to take game 1.
They're so threatening. Atomic, first you watch the double. Then wait, where's Chicago going to put the ball? That's when Daniel jumped again. That was a really good read and a good cut. Again, slowing down G2 on the offensive press is huge. Again, Atomic hasn't had a shot on this game. Daniel will take 1, and he'll score. Finally, SSG get a point.
Daniel's been waiting for his chance in this game, and finally JNaps let one get away for another wild final minute. Reynolds nearly on target. Chicago didn't get there. Daniel scores off the big booming clear from Reynolds.
Look at this clear. No one was expecting it. Of course, tough read out from Chicago. Daniel there with no shots in that last game. This was the first time G2's been shut out this entire tournament, and Atomic and Chicago only had 2 apiece, but they get 1 off an own goal there, so yeah.
You know, look, I know Arsenal has got some really good passes in this tournament. He beat Chicago in the air, and Arsenal looking for Daniel, who's looking for Reynolds, looking for the goal, and he scores.
Oh man, if Reynolds keeps getting looks like that, G2 might be in trouble. Look at this beautiful lob up there for Reynolds, from Daniel.
Taking over from Reynolds. Daniel's going to loop around, but Atomic's hit the clear right at Slater. Reynolds indirect for himself and the lead.
Oh, it was dangerous. As soon as no one challenged him off the touch from the ceiling, I knew he was going to place this well. Solid shot. Reynolds has been shooting so good
on Atomic. So the last man taken out. There's the respawn, and JNaps with the save after the demo on Arsenal. Reynolds still comes up though, and he's got the hat trick.
Slater the shooter, my goodness. 3 for 3 now on the shot positions. Look at this. Same. So they'll be able to hold on to this one, at least buy the team some time to rotate.
7 goals between the 2 teams in game 1. And JNaps goes in behind Arsenal to get G2's first goal in what feels like forever.
It's been a while since JNaps has had a free shot like that, and I mean, what placement? Even Arsenal.
JNaps, he had that hat trick in game 1. And now Naps looking to set up Atomic, who's yet to score. Oh, he took the shot himself, and he caught SSG by surprise.
JNaps is feeling it. Guess what? If he starts to get warmed up, that's a big problem for SSG. Got a piece of it. Reynolds with a misread, and you see Chicago bearing down, still trying to look for a bump on Daniel. Now Chicago turns and takes a shot. He's doing it all. Chicago strikes for G2.
I don't know how he got to this. Daniel looks like he has it all lined up.
I thought Daniel was going to go through the entire defense on that play. Looked likely as he got it past 1. Daniel though with the finish, and he will! Off the assist from Arsenal, Daniel strikes.
Off the assist too from JNaps. He's trying to play that maybe up into the ceiling. Instead it goes back in a crucial game 5.
Still that battle continues on in the air, and Chicago again with the read. Pushing that one in, picked out the SSG attack.
As closely matched as these 2 teams are, you can't afford to give up one like
Daniel
this.
to reposition. Again, Daniel, play out, Reynolds speed test against Chicago, and it's just going to be at 50. And did Arsenal get caught out? He did! defended. JNAP strikes. G2 a 2-goal lead.
SSG is giving up a couple of cheapies here. One to Chicago, one to JNAPs, and this G2 corner.
Oh, man, so awkward. You had the double commit come out. Everybody thought Arsenal was putting the shot on. He gets it past one, gets it past two. Reynolds, bang! SSG start off game 6 with the lead.
Arsenal also yet to score, by the way, in this. Chicago got a demo way behind the play. Daniel's already back in and looking to challenge JNAPs. That doesn't work out. The demo's there, and Chicago ties it.
Oh, that's a 1-2-2 to lose special stacks. Look at this. JNAPs with control. Pass out. Reynolds, see you later. Chicago.
He has been incredible. He's got 6 in this series now. As another's played across, and Atomic can't get there in time. Daniel gives SSG the lead again.
Look at this. Solid 50. And Daniel, no boost, has to place this and one last bounce, though. And we'll see if G2 can make this drive all the way upfield. Arsenal will cut things out. And Atomic will try to play that in space, but Reynolds will score just one more, giving Atomic the playmaker. Arsenal the playmaker, as we are game 7 bound.
It was a good pass from Atomic.
Yeah, that's true.
It's Reynolds who still stayed with the play and slowed down G2. What an effort. And now it's Daniel. Got a flip reset. Used it. And
scored! Look at him go! You can't give Daniel that space. He realized the last shot was too high. Let's take it low. Popped up. And
play that over to Chicago. You know G2 is far from done here. Arsenal going to pop one up for Reynolds. Indirect, needed one more, got it. Arsenal makes it 2-0 with his Daz first goal of the final.
Look at this from Reynolds, the control, follow-up. He's shown that he can read the ball well off the seam, controlling this game 7.
And another huge momentum swing, 2 goals, make it 3 goals in the span of 20 seconds.
You almost wish they could slow things down mid-game, but they can't. SSG keep going. Everybody getting a goal here.
Chicago. Atomic with JNAPs coming in with a lot more momentum. JNAPs probably should have taken this, and Arsenal will pick them.
And you can hear what SSG are saying right now. They want to reset the bracket. Good pick from Daniel. Arsenal will just pick
desperately trying to get some offense going for the G2 Army. There is none to be found. It is all Arsenal. It is all SSG.
They are picking them apart, Stacks. Even with JNAPs trying to get control. Chicago trying to help out. SSG don't care.
One-sided as it gets.
Boy.
And Reynolds going to add another. They can do no wrong.
In the game. It's over. Arsenal, Reynolds with that clear out, they've been picking.
How about this performance out of Space Station Gaming? All 3 members, absolutely incredible. Daniel will walk another one home. That's going to be his 7th goal of the final. And there's plenty more to come for the youngster in SSG.
Finish. Oh, that's a big bump, but Chicago with a solid read. Can he get this follow-up touch? He can't. Arsenal, free shot, no. Reynolds, finish. He will. SSG pepper the net and strike first.
SSG took about 5 shots here, and G2 didn't even touch the ball. Everything off the post, off the crossbar.
At all this time we've taken, has G2 figured it out? They drop it down. JNAPs tries, and it's an own goal again. JNAPs will get credit, but it's off Arsenal.
Yeah, Chicago does a nice job of at least getting this in position for JNAPs. It is not really.
This has been a series where blows have been traded and people have been caught out. Just like that, JNAPs catches Daniel in a poor spot.
JNAPs doing all he can to get G2 at Queen's Field. It's a different story now as Arsenal can't get it to go. Daniel can't either. Oh, it hits everybody, and Arsenal will get credit for accidentally bunking this one in.
I mean, this one is just... Thankfully, SSG...
Look at when SSG fell down 3-2. They decided to ride it out. G2 didn't take one going into Game 7. We might see one during this series. Daniel breaks the 2-all tie off a fantastic feed from Arsenal.
Oh, it's such a good pass.
The reset has to come through now for G2. with Chicago getting them started, and he got it to go.
There you go. Chicago taking matters into his own hands, goes off the ceiling, gets the touch, got bumped, and said, hey, I still got enough boost to make a play on this. So much more faster. Well, it seems like SSG kind of slowed down there once they got the game won.
Oh, Chicago got the shot away, and I think this went in off of Arsenal.
This is
3 own goals out of T-Shock. Are you kidding? Oh, it's Daniel this time.
That's Daniel.
Okay. Is going to get a little antsy and take a chance maybe they shouldn't. Arsenal's giving this one away to JNaps. This has happened a lot. Chicago up ahead. It's on target as Atomic was ready to screen Reynolds off the play.
Every time it's Chicago the one that sees an opportunity to strike. And Reynolds on his way shot out quickly, but Reynolds will get there back in time. Another shot from Atomic. No one home. G2 up by 2.
That is Atomic's first goal between both grand finals. It looks a lot more promising. It's about to be, unless Reynolds has something to say about it, with 5 seconds left. G2, as great as they've been defensively, Daz, they've opened the door a little bit.
And G2's been just full at times. This G2 roster has shown time and time again, yeah, you may be able to get away with taking a series off of us, but you won't get 2 as JNF slots it in to start us off.
As bad a start as you can have here for Space Station Gaming. He gets a lucky break. They got to make the most of it because they won't get many more. Reynolds high through the air. Chicago stopped him. Daniel around Atomic, and SSG finally get the big goal they need.
And we were wondering, when do they start to finally fight back? This one goes straight down. Reynolds immediately
to recover. Reynolds lining up a double. No, Daniel coming on, and he slots it through.
Oh, man, just when you think Reynolds, oh, he doesn't have the double, who's going to follow it up? Daniel in the right spot at the right time, and of course, it's a
shot out of JNaps, was the wrong net, and Arsenal almost got this ball through. This is just a mess right now defensively, and Reynolds will score from the tough angle.
This is not good signs here for G2. You see them bunched up again in that corner. Reynolds finally puts matters into his own hands.
The demolition by Arsenal can't finish here. And G2 hangs around in this potential closeout game until now. Arsenal bounces one through, and Reynolds will get credit for the playmaker.
Look at this. Arsenal jumped off the ceiling, and JNaps thought he had a 50 there. Not a
firmly in control. Reynolds right at JNaps. JNaps not able to move downfield nearly as quickly as he'd like. Daniel intercepts there. It's a freebie for Arsenal, and he scores.
Yeah, SSG lighting up the scoreboard now, and G2 look uncomfortable. You see JNaps, he's looking for that pass to Atomic, but Daniel's so quick to cut it out. And then the whole want to take this. Keep in mind, I don't think G2's no slouches. They're not going to fall over so easily. Chicago puts that one in just to prove the point a little bit more, as again, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah, scoring a goal here, though. Just kind of Arsenal now against JNaps. Daniel in the air as well, but Arsenal's going to call his own number, and he scores!
This T-Shock going crazy. You see this one, again, gets that dodge, follows it up, no boost, but he doesn't need it.
He's got other plans, but Daniel respawns, and he saves him again.
What a save from Daniel off the respawn, but that's going to pitch in! JNaps with the challenge, showing that G2 aren't done yet.
JNaps unassisted as he picks Reynolds' pocket. G2 in their own half. And Daniel, he's been a little hesitant here in this overtime. Sometimes for good reason. It's in front, and JNaps secures it. G2 takes the Verizon Ultra Cup.
It comes down to this. The backboard read. Reynolds under pressure, and he can't